Hello, children. Based upon the previous topic, I have written some two questions. Okay, so within the chapter of sound, we are gonna deal with. So we had completed till audible and inaudible sound, isn't it? That is in the part of reverberation. So we have learned till that. Among that, I have written two questions that you can write it in homework book with the extra questions part. Okay. So what does that we are gonna deal in today's topic? So let's try to see over that. How ultrasonic waves help in cleaning. This is ultrasonic waves. So you might have heard about everything that is ultrasonic waves. Where does we use? And today the question is about how does it help in cleaning? Okay, it does even help in cleaning. So these are used to clean parts that are not in reach otherwise, like electronic components. Okay, what happens? These are used to clean the parts that are not in reach otherwise, like electronic components. We can think in a better manner. So in other components, etc. Okay. So appliances to be cleaned are placed in cleaning solutions and ultrasonic waves are sent through the cleaning solution. So what happens? Appliances to be cleaned are placed in a cleaning solutions and ultrasonic waves are sent through cleaning solutions again here. So this is how does it help? Due to high frequency of ultrasounds, the dust, oil, etc. get detached. What happens? Due to high frequency, when the frequency is high, the ultrasounds, that the dust, oil, etc., whichever the parts are there, where that get detached. Okay, that gets separated. The object thus gets cleaned. This is how the ultrasonic waves helps in cleaning. This is the one of the question that we have chosen. And the next question we have here is how cracks in metal blocks can detect by ultrasound. Okay, how cracks in metal blocks can be detected by ultrasound is the question I have written here. And the answer is like that. Ultrasound is used to detect minor cracks in metal blocks. What happens? It is used in ultrasounds are used in to detect the minor cracks. Okay, that is very small minor cracks in metal blocks. In metals also there will be some blockages. Where to find out that ultrasound is used. Ultrasounds are allowed to pass through metal blocks and detectors are used to detect the transmitted waves. Okay, what happens here? Ultrasounds are allowed to pass through metal blocks and detectors are used to detect the transmitted waves. Okay, if there is a crack in the block, what happens? If there is a crack in the block, the ultrasounds get reflected. What happens? It gets reflected back, indicating the presence of crack in the metal block. Okay, so if there is a crack in the block, the ultrasounds get reflected. ಅದೇನಿದೆ ಅದು reflect ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So it gets reflected back, indicating the presence of crack. Where the crack will be, it indicates that in the metal blocks. This is about the second question we have done with. And the part that we are gonna deal now is sonar. That is sound navigation and ranging. Sonar means sound navigation ranging. So it means that it is a technique for detecting the depth of the water. Okay, what is sonar means? It is a technique that is technique for detecting the depth of the water. At the bottom of the ship, transmitters and receivers are fitted. So I hope you children got an idea. Where do we use sonars means? We use in ships. Okay, it's a technique that is used for detecting the depth of the water. Say for example, let me write here. Okay, assume this as ship. Okay, let's try to assume. let's take this as transmitter. T means transmitter and R means receiver. What happens here when transmitter or receivers are used in ships? Okay, so here what happens, they are fitted here on the base of the ship. When they are fitted, the ultrasonic waves pass through. Here what happens, UV waves. Okay, I'll write it as UV waves, that is ultrasonic waves that passes through the depth. If this is the depth part, so this passes through over here and strikes at the bottom, whereas here it gets strikes at bottom. Okay, and they slows to reflection, where the phenomena, it moves on to the phenomena of reflection. So the whatever the UV waves has come down, it moves back with the reflection part. Okay, so this is where transmitter and receivers both have some distance, where they both have some distance. Even this has some distance and R also has some distance. So how to calculate that? So it strikes at bottom and the phenomena of reflection takes place. Transmitter and receivers will be there at the bottom of the ships. Okay, how does it work? Where transmitters emit ultrasonic waves which on striking at the bottom of the water return and are received by the receiver. So it comes and goes back, and where that will be recorded as receivers. So we do have some mathematical forms where we can calculate this. So okay, how to calculate the distances between among them, the depth of the submarine, how to calculate that. So we do have some mathematical forms. The mathematical forms are like this. We know that speed is equals to distance by time, isn't it? We know this, that is speed is equals to distance by time. So where v is equals to 2x by t. Okay, where x is equals to v into t divided by 2. Why we are taking x here? Because to see the depth of the submarine. So that is x is equals to v into t divided by 2. This is the formula that we have to calculate the depth of the submarine. So here we know that total distance is equals to x plus x. Calculate this as x, as well as reflections as x. So x plus x becomes 2x. That is what I have written here, 2x by time. Okay, thus this gives the depth of the submarine. This is the technique used for sonar. So, and this is the formula that we are going to use for this. Based upon this, let's try to solve a problem. Okay, I have a question written here, that is, a submarine emits a sonar plus, okay, which returns from underwater cliff in 1.02 seconds. The data is given, that is 1.02 seconds. If the speed of the sound in salt water is 1.531 meter per second, how far away is the cliff? We need to find out that how far is the cliff. So a submarine emits a sonar plus which returns from underwater cliff, that is 1.02 seconds. Okay, so that's the given data. Let's try to solve based upon this. So we know that the formula we have here. Okay, based upon that we are gonna solve this question. So it is that t is equals to, we know that 1.02 seconds. So write it as same like this. And v is equals to 1.531 meter per second is the v that we have taken here. Where x is equals to question mark, we don't know that. So x is equals to question mark. So total distance, TD means total distance, that is 2x. We know this, isn't it? Where t is equals to 1.02 seconds over v is equals to 1.531 meter per second with the given data. So based upon that, using the formula, let's try to understand S is equal to d by t. Okay, that is speed is equals to distance by time over upon we write it as v is equals to s divided by t. So that is equals to v is equals to 2x divided by t. So x is equals to v into t divided by 2. This is the formula we have, isn't it? So based upon this formula, let's try to solve the question. So that gives us 1.531 into 1.02 divided by 2. So when we apply and calculate, the answer which we get is 780.81 meter is the answer. That's how the far away is the cliff. This is how we need to calculate the problems based upon submarine solar pumps. Okay. Thank you.